The universe had noted it down and it's on its way. Just an intention, a pure intention from the heart, and any intention that goes from the heart makes you grounded, makes you joyful, makes you peaceful. Like any moment of peace and joy that you have experienced in your life. So we all know what it means when we say these words. And in this unified field of energy that we are creating, it's in the process of manifestation. There is no intention that does not manifest. Everything is in the way, everything is in the process. If we don't see, doesn't mean that it is not working. It is working, it is happening, it is coming, it is on the way. We are all co-creators. We are all creating our own realities. So let us all think and put intentions on what we wish to experience. Always very, very, very important. We need to have our intentions and thoughts on what we wish to experience. I want to be healthy. I am healthy. That's the right intention. I want to be happy and I am happy. I want to be blissful and I am blissful. I wish peace in my life and in everyone's life. And it is so. Who stops? Whoever thinks of stopping such pure intentions? The whole universe will come together to manifest such intentions. We create our own reality. We are all co creators and we are gods being part of this creation. Never and ever think that we are less and everything is outside. Somebody need to manifest. No, we are all equal. All equal. We all are equal. We are all one and the same. Have no thoughts and no doubts on these statements because that's the truth. That's the reality. That's the ultimate reality. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who we truly are. And we are all becoming who we truly are every time we close our eyes and observe our breath. Just the normal, natural breath, my dear friends. With the thoughts, we are disturbed, we are corrupted in looking at the reality of who we are. But with being with our breath, we have the right gaze into ourself. And it is a rare gift to venture into the unexplored depths of the self without any distractions, with a clear gaze, with a clear path. That path is our breath. And this is true with every one of us, no exceptions whatsoever. We will hear some wonderful music, and it is also reminding us to connect to ourself by being with our breath. Never ever underestimate yourself. We are all the same. Never have doubts because we are all the same. We are all breathing the same breath. We are all unified into this oneness energy in this meditation session. We are all the same. The normal, natural breath. Last 2 minutes, friends. Slowly bring back your awareness to your surroundings and to your physical body. And let us all be grateful to each one of us who had joined this group for connecting to this unified energy. And let us also be grateful to the universe for manifesting all our intentions that we put forth. Last 1 minute. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your hands over your eyes for a few seconds. When you're ready, you may open your eyes and take off your hands. Thanks a lot, friends, for joining the session. And you can share your experiences now, or ask your questions, or share anything you wish to. You can all unmute yourself. Yes, Neena ji.
Yeah, the meditation was so lovely today. And when you said last 2 minutes, I just didn't want to open my eyes. It was so beautiful.
Wonderful.
Really enjoyed it.
Great.
Yeah.
Super, Neena ji. Super.
Wish it could go on and on.
Yeah. All
Very.
daily sessions are always like that. It's so hard to say we are going to end it.
Yeah. Really lovely. So peaceful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Madhu and Ram.
Thank you, Neena ji. Thank you. Yes, Sahir.
Hello, Master Ramesh.
Hi, hi, Master Sahir. Hi.
I missed your voice really.
Mhm.
Although I didn't catch the beginning of the meditation today, I just arrived home at 6 o'clock
Mhm.
and I was in a hurry to take shower and get to the meditation and so on. But this hurry made me like, the first time you meditated and resisting the thoughts and so on. Then I laughed at myself at the middle of the meditation. Why do I do this? I know how to, to silence myself. Then I took it as it's okay to live the beginning thing once again.
Yeah.
And the music really was masking the noise inside my head. So it was, I like the Indian music, but this one was a bit intense in the melody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it masked the noise, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. Very good. Hello, Sahir. We don't hear you. Okay, we connect you back when your network is fine. Nice to hear that experience, Sahir. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And nice to hear Hala, Vandana, and Manjuji. So very good. Yes, Ninaji, you want to share something?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you the music was so fantastic that my mind was just dancing with the music. It
Oh,
was just beautiful.
yeah. True. True.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a good change, huh?
yeah, very good change. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. Good. Good. Yes, Abdurrahman.
Hello, Ram. Hello,
Hey.
everyone. Uh, Today I joined a little bit late. The electricity was gone today for a while. Uh, Today meditation was very deep, and I liked the music. I always liked the Indian music. Uh, it was very uh, calm, calming my mind, peaceful. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Abdurrahman. Nice to hear. Nice to hear your experience. Thank you. Any questions? Yes. Yes, Sahir. Go ahead.
Ram, I have a real problem with my neck. You know, all our generation and the next generations are suffering from this text neck from the
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah.
But it actually was because of kung fu. I had multiple injuries in my shoulder and neck. So recently it became a problem. I know I do sound healing as well, but I don't do it for myself. I do it for the other people. I forget to do it for myself,
Yeah.
which shouldn't be like this. I know. But actually, it turned into like electricity in my hands. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and my whole arm. Sometimes I don't feel it. Sometimes I feel intense feeling. But I mean, regarding the meditation, sometimes it takes me off the meditation because of the pain, and I get back again. Sometimes I think about the pain. I don't think about the pain. I move with the pain as
Hmm.
if it's something to focus on, to be mindful with. So, what do you suggest to be totally immersed in the meditation while there is a strong feeling like this?
Yeah. So it's like this. So whenever you remember of your pain,
Mhm.
try to try to invite try to invite into your life the situations that you wish to have with your neck, for example. So we had talk and we did spoke about Dr. Joe Dispenza. So he underwent an accident while he was bicycling, and his six vertebra, so his spinal cords, spinal, were broken,
Mhm.
and he was in immense pain. And the doctors had suggested him that the only possible way to try is to insert a Harrington rod, the rod in order to,
Wow.
yeah, and then that was just a trial, not being sure that he might walk again. This had happened when he was 26 years old, yeah, pretty young, and he knew that there is also the aspect of mind over matter. And then he left the hospital, he went to his friends, and he started to not think of the pain. You can imagine the pain what he might be having with six vertebra broken and bedridden. Any single movement of his any body part was a horrible pain that he had. He did not take any painkillers, no surgery, no medicine. So, what he did was he was not thinking about the pain. He was consciously thinking about healthiness, being healthy. He was consciously thinking about what he is doing when he is healthy, which means he is only imagining the best case scenarios, what he wished to have in his life. And then he consciously started to build a healthy vertebra, which means that he knows the full structure of the vertebra, how it looks like. So he used to imagine like a movie from one vertebra to another vertebra, constructing a healthy vertebra in his imagination, like a movie. And he said that it was not at all an easy process, because once he comes to the second vertebra, he used to get the thoughts, when will this pain go? Then again he remembers himself that he don't want to think about the pain, and then he restarts the process again from the first vertebra. It took him 3 weeks, and one day it clicked him that it took 2 continuous hours without any thought that he could build his full healthy vertebra in his imagination. He started to do that in a span of 9 weeks. He started to sit and walk, a completely broken 6 vertebra. So we all need to do that, and we all have the same intelligence within us. No one is different to other. The only thing that we uh, that we do not do in this process is, instead of thinking or imagining or inviting what we wish to have in our life, we are thinking, imagining of things we don't want to have in our life. We are all masters, we all know all these things. This is not the first time we are hearing these things, but sometimes we forget about these things. For example, when I had my ankle sprain last month, I was practicing this. I don't want to think about my ankle sprain, but the moment I stand up, there was enormous pain. But then, with some practice, I was no more thinking about that. There is pain, I was ignoring it. I was only thinking I was going to office. I was thinking that I'm going now, I'm bicycling, or I'm playing, I'm running. This is what I was always imagining, and I was telling myself that all is okay. So I'm no more thinking that I have pain. When will this pain go, so that I can do things as normal? So whenever, because we wish to be healthy, and in that wish of being healthy, we don't think about being healthy. Rather, we think that I should not become sick. There is a huge difference in the manifestation of these two ways of thinking. So it is always um, very much necessary to think what we want, and not to think what we don't want. So if we want to be happy, let us not say that I don't want to be unhappy. We have to think, I want to be happy. I am happy. So we all need to think what we wish to have. If Dr. Joe Dispenza had healed himself of a bedridden 6 broken vertebra without a single medicine, we all can completely become healed in no time. He took 9 weeks to do that.
Wow.
So There is no any limitation in what our mind can achieve, what we can manifest within our body. There is no limitation. Limitation is just our thoughts. Limitation in manifestation is just about what we are wishing and what we are thinking. And we need to correct and rephrase. We all wish to be healthy, but sometimes we say, I don't want to have sickness. No, why do you want to say, I don't want? Rather, you say, I want to be happy, I want to be healthy. There is a mountain of difference in how things manifest with the way we express and with the way we think. So just try doing this. Stop thinking about it, stop talking about it. You can talk only if you are going to the doctor. You
Okay.
don't need to talk to your friends, you don't need to talk to your wife, you don't need to talk to anyone, even to yourself, most importantly.
And
When
this is
you
the
go to
most difficult
doctor,
part, not to talk to myself. Yeah.
yes. When you go to doctor, yes, you talk because you have decided to go to doctor. Or else we don't need to go to doctor. If you are at the doctor, yes, explain him. Or else nobody in this universe, including you, deserve to hear, because we are manifesting with every thought of pain, that we are inviting that pain to stay more longer.
Thank you so much. You're a real master, Ram. Really.
We are all, Sahir, we are all.
Yeah. But by the way, there is something strange. You're telling me about this. And yes, the subconscious mind don't know. It's like a child. It doesn't know the difference between I don't want and I want. I don't like and I like. Yes, there is no not in the subconscious mind. I totally agree. And thank you for reminding me. And there's something strange happened today before I come to the meditation. I was buying some books from the street, not from
Mhm.
a bookstore or something. So I know the person. He's an old guy, didn't go to school before. And he said, did you read the Power of Subconscious Mind? And I told him, yes. He said, because I was thinking about you today so much, and I don't know why, then I found you here after maybe 5 or 6 months without seeing you.
Mm.
I stood and I didn't answer. Then
Mhm.
I told him I want to hug you now, but we don't hug these days. So and you reminded me of the same. So thanks to both of you. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
will try. I will try.
Thank you, Sahir. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Hello Ram, hello everyone.
Hi, hi, Minaji. Hi.
It was very nice today. Different meditation and the energies are also different. I can feel the energies like I'm speaking to myself in my mind. I don't know if that is called thought or what it is called, but I'm having a conversation with my mind
Yeah.
and I'm thinking like what I'm going to do tomorrow. That might be a thought.
Mhm.
All these things happening, and Sahir spoke my mind out. I was about to ask like if we have a pain, like we might be having a back pain sometimes, or we can't sit for long hours, like we get numb in the legs and all. How do we concentrate on meditation when we have those? I got your answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then, if your leg is numb, you
yeah.
open, you change your posture and continue meditating. Take always the relaxed posture.
Okay, okay, without opening eyes.
Yeah, without opening eyes. Yes.
Okay, and one more thing I wanted to ask is like, if we are meditating in a group, we'll be regular and disciplined. And what other difference we have when we are meditating alone and meditating as a group? I heard many times that we share energies, but we are so countries apart, and that too we are not sitting in a room and meditating as a group to share the energies. We are doing like online. How do we share our energies when we are
Hmm.
in group and far apart?
Okay. So, have you ever had an experience that you think about a person and that person is calling or texting you?
Yeah, that happens, and I say, "Oh, I just thought about you."
Then how did it happen? You
Um,
are in a different place and that person in a different place.
is it not a coincidence that?
Could be once, twice. And you can
Okay,
ask all the 7 billion people on this planet, they
yeah,
will tell the same thing, that they had many times that experience.
okay.
Why and how?
Mm, yeah. We are thinking. Maybe.
Yes. So you are connected with your thought energy.
Okay.
And that person on that side is telepathically receiving that information and is connecting to you.
Okay.
So time and space are just mind matters. For the soul, there is no time and space.
Okay. If you want to read a bit more about on that, where can I read? Is it the book you said now, subconscious mind? Is that the book I
Ah,
need to?
yeah, you can read the topic which I was saying. The wonderful book is You Are the Placebo by Dr. Zoe Dispenza.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Thank you
will
very much.
type this on the chat.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful book, one of the best books we can read.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Minaji. Yes, we have three raised hands. You can go ahead. Shashank, are you there?
I have a question.
Yes, Abdurrahman.
So I know that every thoughts become uh, an action.
Mm-hmm.
So if I thought about something without interfering, without my thought become an action, thought about someone else action,
Mm-hmm.
something that I feel it will happen,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe it's not, I'm wrong. But if thinking a lot about this, is it will make it really happen?
So,
Not action from someone, only uh, any anything happened without my interfere, without any action from me.
if I understand your question, you mean whenever we think about something and we still don't see things manifesting, what is happening, right? This is your
Is
question.
is there any possible that thinking about like Ram is coming to Egypt,
Yeah,
thinking like this,
yeah,
it's there is no action from me.
yeah.
So thinking about this many times,
Yes, it
it,
can happen.
it
Yes,
can happen.
yes, of course.
Is my thought?
Every thought we put out into this universe is an energy,
Uh-huh.
and there is no energy that is going wasted. The more you put your intention and emotion to that thought as an energy, the more it has the possibilities to manifest earlier and faster.
Even bad thoughts that
Everything.
uh,
Yes. Everything is a part. Yeah, then that is what adds back into everyone's lives. We are all interconnected. There is a proverb that says, be careful of your thought, because maybe you're disturbing a star.
uh-huh.
So a thought has a power to move a star or disturb a star. So why can't your thought move me from here to Egypt if your
Mhm.
thought can disturb a star?
Even expecting something bad to happen to me,
you
thinking
know
about that.
we do not understand uh, in the realms of energy and frequencies. We only look at the world and our life in a physical aspect, in a very limited aspect, because what we see, what we hear, and what we know is very limited. Even what we see in terms of colors are very limited. What we hear as a human being is very limited. We do not hear a lot of things, we do not see a lot of things, and we do not perceive a lot of things. And just from little things we see, we think that is the only possibility. But there is a lot of infinite possibilities and probabilities. A person is able to manifest in 10 different locations, in different bodies, or on the same body. That is possible. And there are people living now on this planet Earth doing that because they look at these possibilities as energies and frequencies. We are not still at that level looking the realities in that way. So how can they do and we cannot do? It is just matter that we do not look in that direction. But we do know that is possible, but we are not living every moment with that understanding of energies and frequencies. Everything and anything is possible. No thought goes waste. That is why we say be careful of the thoughts, be aware of the thoughts. If
Thank you so much.
if you think good or bad about yourself, that is true. That is what we are manifesting. If you think good or bad about others, you're right, and that is what you're manifesting. Everything adds as energy, as karma, as everything. Nothing goes waste. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abdurrahman.
Hi,
Shashank.
Ramesh.
Hi,
Hi,
Shashank.
hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, I really joined at the end. So, but it's great to hear all everyone's experiences and the discussions. Yeah, it really makes me more aware of my thoughts and patterns, and it's really great hearing all of you. I will join from now on whenever it's possible to do this group meditation. Yeah, that's from my side.
No, it's wonderful
Thank you
having
so
you,
much. Yeah.
Shashank. I'm very happy that you are here today. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm waiting also for your music, Shashank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you will guide us one day with your music. We are waiting for that.
Yes, sure, sure.
Maybe you can share a bit about yourself to our friends.
Oh, okay. So hi everyone, I'm Sashank. I live in Augsburg, so near Munich. So I'm working there. I have been doing meditation for the past let's say 7 years, but only since 1 year, for the past 1 year after Madhu and Ram came here to Germany, I was doing more intense and regular meditations. So yeah, whenever I feel tense, I use meditation as a tool to reduce my anxiety or stress or cure any health problems. That's about me in general, but I'm still learning and practicing a lot. Yeah, that's from my side.
Thanks, Shashank. We are all learning. We are all the same. So
Yeah,
happy to hear you and have you here. Wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Ata, Uma Chala. Ata, do you want to talk? Hello? Okay, maybe it's by mistake. Yes, Sahir, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, regarding the subconscious and the frequencies and the big topic you try to summarize now. I just wanted to tell Abdurrahman that I used to think this way, being hesitated if I manifest or do I predict, do I do this and this. I used to predict something bad from, I don't want to say bad people, but people with bad thinking. Okay. Everybody is good, but sometimes we have bad thinking. So in my workplace, which has been 12 years, certain people I used to think about them in a certain way or to behave in a certain way, and they do exactly what I thought. Then my colleagues say, "Oh, do you predict them?" I was confused really. Then later I was thinking about or reading a lot about the subconscious mind, the power of our not only brains but our souls as well. But the Western world, or maybe all the world, but not all the world, all the material living people think about it as woo stuff, as they say, or they see it in a different way. But scientifically, we affect everything. God, the highest being, gave us the ability to create, which is the miracle that we live with. Okay. So I know that you know this better than me, but I wanted to add some answers to Abdurrahman to make him calm a bit, because we really manifest what we think about, but the important thing that we believe, because belief is the carrier for our energy, or I mean the amplifier for our energy. And this is real. This is not woo stuff as the Westerners say. It is real, and I tried it, and I don't want to talk about it or what happened to me exactly, because you can't communicate with people. Nina G also as well was saying coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence at all, because sometimes you, not sometimes, most of the time, there are certain people, when you think about certain people, I don't mean anybody, I mean like a brother, lover, friend, or something, someone specific. When you think about him or her, they call, like you say, drum, and it is repeated, repeated, repeated. So no coincidence will be repeated over the time. So we are on the same frequency. Yes, some people will take these words as imagination or something, but what is imagination exactly? It's sending energy as well. But the important thing is to believe. The power of belief. I didn't used to believe in it actually, but when I saw the results, yes, it is real. Sometimes you say huge words about it. That's why some people don't believe it. But if we try it ourselves with intention, like you always say, with a clear intention and belief, it happens. It really happens. Maybe sometimes it's delayed or something, but the important thing is to just send the thought, or send with belief, send the thought with belief, and wait for it. Don't wait for it, even don't wait for it. You send it and you believe that it will happen. It will happen if it's good for us. And I tried it, and I tried. I will tell you privately what happened regarding communication with beings, or with human beings or other beings, but I cannot say it here. Okay. But Abdurrahman, Mina Ji, it happens. We have the power. God gave us the power to create. And this is our miracle, not only the choice, it's the choice to create, really create. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Sahir. Very well said. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
for this. Thank you. Anyone else, friends? Sudhakarji, you want to say something? I see your raised hand.
Yeah, yes, Ram. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, myself, I don't have a doubt, but I am fully confident. But I'm just clarifying.
No, if you are
Uh,
confident, be
how?
confident. Don't have
Hello.
doubts. If you are confident, be confident.
Okay. How the vitamin deficiency will be cleared through meditation? Sometimes doctors will say this is due to some calcium is
Okay,
calcium deficiency.
I will tell you one thing.
Okay.
So there was a person in USA, and this
Okay.
is a real story. Now I don't remember the names, but if you read this book which I mentioned, you will find even the names and year and everything. Yeah. So
Okay.
this young person, he was in a relationship, and then um, let's say they have some issues, and then they break up. Okay.
Okay.
And this person goes into deep depression
Okay.
to an extent that he wants to commit suicide.
Mhm.
But then he somehow manages, and then one day he reads in the newspaper that there was a lab that was waiting for volunteers to try their antidepressant medicine. So he says, okay,
Okay.
let me try it. So he goes, he enrolls in this research, let's say, institute, and they give him these antidepressant medicine. He comes home, he start to take this medicine. After 1 week, he's back to normal, completely joyful. And then on after 7 days, he says, "Okay, in this joy, let me now call my ex-girlfriend."
Mhm.
So he calls the girlfriend again, as expected. The girlfriend shouts at him and whatever. Then they end up the call so very badly. He feels so not good, and then he says, "What is this life?" So he then decides, okay, there is no value in this life. So he goes, takes this medicine, and takes all the medicine that is inside this bottle.
Oh.
He empties it. Yeah, antidepressants. So after 1 minute, he realizes that he made a big mistake. He said, "Why should I give my life just because I broke up in one relationship, or that I could not go well with one person? I was so
Mhm.
stupid." But then by that time, he had already took the medicine. So he slowly start to become drowsy. So he runs down from his flat,
Mhm.
goes down, and he knocks the door of the neighbor. And then he says, "I made a mistake. I took all this medicine. I'm getting drowsy, and please help me. Take me to the hospital."
Mhm.
So the lady takes him to the hospital. By the time they reaches the hospital, his blood pressure is completely high, pulse rate so high, he's very much drowsy. And the doctors asks what had happened. He showed this bottle, but basically this is it's on the research. There are no details what type of medicine it is. So they contacted this research institute, but meanwhile they take the blood and urine and they send it for the lab for the test to check what to understand what can be done. And after 2 hours they get the results, and there is nothing, everything is normal. But this guy's pulse rate is high, blood pressure is high, he's completely drowsy. Yeah. Meanwhile, this research institute comes in contact, they comes there and they check this bottle and they say, well, this bottle as a part of the research is a placebo, means it has no medicine inside it. It is just plain tablets. Because any medicine, before they bring it into, let's say, to the public, they do this test of giving a placebo blank tablets in order to understand the real success rate of this medicine. So then they confirm that this is just a normal plain tablet. It has nothing in it. So the
Okay.
moment this is conveyed to that person, the very next minute, his pulse rate becomes normal, no more sweating, blood pressure normal, and the drowsiness is also gone.
Mhm.
So everything is in the way you think. Vitamin deficiency. If you think you have a vitamin deficiency and you think you need to take the tablet, take the tablet. But know that it is because you thought that you need to take the tablet. There is a huge study on this to understand if everyone who is getting healed with medicine is really getting healed because it is medicine, or it is because
Reina,
they believe in a way that
వచ్చే పీస్
it's
నుంచి
going to
వాసన
work.
వస్తుంది ఇల్లు.
Yeah. So you need to understand these things. So there are people across the world who are called breatharians.
Mhm.
You have one in Belgium. There are many. There are almost 20,000 breatharians, registered breatharians. They don't eat anything.
Okay.
They don't eat anything. They
Oh,
only live on prana, which is the breath and water,
okay.
since years and years. And their blood has no any deficiency.
Okay.
So now it's up to you.
Okay. These all coming from our karmic effects.
What you buy in is what you manifest. What you believe in is what you live.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So if in your belief system, if in your thoughts, you think that because of my deficiency, I have my pains in my knees and I
Yeah.
must take the medicine, go take the medicine.
Okay.
But know that whatever your thoughts are, are your real medicine, or what are really coming to manifestation?
That was my doctor's uh, suggestion that he said that there is a vitamin deficiency. That is
Sorry?
the cause of your bones are paining in the foot, like that. But I'm not preferring any medicines. I'm just doing meditation.
You
I
have to
don't use
read,
the
you have
meditation.
to read lot of nice books.
Okay.
Meditation helps. Reading books makes you run in this journey of meditation.
Okay.
It's like this.
Sure.
When you do some practicals, you need to have some theory, right theory.
Yes.
Sometimes you can just directly go in the lab, do practicals, and you will have the same result. But when you have some theory behind it, the manifestation is
You
faster.
can practice more
Yeah. So
effectively.
yeah, invest some time in reading right books.
Sure.
That really helps.
Sure, Ram. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for clarification.
Yes, Mrudula. Hello.
Oh, I just wanted to share a story that, if it's okay, it maybe take a couple of minutes. But
Yes. Yes.
so in the same realm that you're telling, there, I don't know where I heard the story. It was one of the spiritual conversations, or maybe a YouTube message. So there was this man who is repairs freezers. He's a freezer repairman. So he goes to this place and he repairs the freezers. He's by himself. He was let in. He goes into the freezer and he starts the repairing. And then the freezer door shuts. Okay. And he's thinking, well, there's nobody there. He doesn't have a phone on him. I don't know what happened. The freezer door shuts. So he's thinking, oh my God, the freezer door shut. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm going to freeze to death. This is all what he was thinking, you know? I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with the freezer. I don't know if it was the temperature or what, but in his mind, he's thinking, I'm going to freeze to death. So the next morning, the people come in and they open the freezer. Unfortunately, he is dead. So then they don't understand why he's dead, because when they check the temperature of the freezer, I think it was like 65 degrees. That is not the temperature to freeze to death.
Yeah.
So it was all in his mind that he's thinking he's in a freezer and the freezer temperature is cold. And he literally froze himself to death without even the freezer temperature being, the
Yeah.
freezing temperature. So, and that was all in his mind. And the people were surprised. Why did he die? Because the temperature is not cold, So that's what they thought. Maybe he thought the freezer was, that he just thought it was going to be cold and he just died.
Mm.
So the power of the thought is very, it's very powerful, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
True. Yeah. There in the same book, if you read, you will there are examples where couple of patients gets their reports exchanged, and they were wrongly diagnosed with cancer, and they really die, even though they never had cancer, because they thought they had cancer and they're going to die. So yes, a thought can kill us, and a thought can make us also powerful. So it's our choice by becoming conscious of the way we are thinking. Meditation helps us to become conscious, but with that conscious, we have to be wise enough to invite and think about the thoughts we really wish to have in our life. And with meditation, we become more and more responsible. We have more responsibility, because now we become aware. We know all these subjects. So never and ever think bad about yourself. Never and ever think bad about others. Never and ever think about suffering or pain. Think about things that you wish to have with you and around you, not the other way around. Because as a meditator, you have stronger power of manifestation. Thank you. It's a wonderful, it was a wonderful session, friends. Thank you all for being part of these nice sharings. And have a nice day wherever you are. And see you all tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Germany time, 9:30 a.m. India time, where we have Master Sneha guiding the session. And tomorrow evening at the same time on the same link. So till then, have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks, Usha. Thanks, Basuvi. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.